Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Honey, I'm home. Sherry. What's up, Power? Yo, Sherry, that was crazy. You should have seen the message. I wish I screenshotted it. There was two that popped up in a row, and it was like legit. Like, it was like, don't do this again type deal. I was like, whoa. You should call in and be like, you're a fake. I'm just kidding. I did check out his channel a bit. He covers a lot of stuff. I did want to say something, a couple things back to you that you were saying about where he was live streaming from, and I'm like thinking to myself, what, like, I don't know. You say he was live streaming from the Mexican border. What does he expect to see there? No, I've seen fake warnings before. This was definitely not a fake warning. Somebody reported me, and I think it was that ghost face person, because of what I said when he was like, "Oh, I'm right behind you." Remember, I'm not gonna say it on here, but remember what I said in response to that? And I said it like 2 or 3 times, and I was like laughing. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. Anyway, let's move on from that. I think it was. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was that person that reported me. Oh, goose. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. How are you? Hi. Hello. Said hi. Hola. It is. I think it's great that himself and his channel there is covering that case, because like it's really sad, and it's really bizarre and mysterious, and you know I mean, I don't know. It's so bizarre. That whole thing is just bizarre. It's so bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. Very bizarre. I mean, like, super bizarre. Oh, there's people walking by. Yeah, it does seem that way. And I am with you. I am with you. I do see your points about the family. I do see your points about like some of the stuff, but of course, I'm looking at it from a whole bunch of different angles. I honestly, I've just like stopped looking stuff up at this point about it because it's just so bizarre, and there's just not that much. And what I found is there's just a bunch of clickbait on YouTube regarding Nancy Guthrie's like disappearance. It's a bunch of clickbait just to get you to click new developments, and you click on it and there is absolutely no new developments. It's the same stuff that has been said, which is a lack thereof. Ellis, welcome. Hi, how are you? Another one bites the dust. It really is. It is irritating. I agree, man. A lot of it is just full blown clickbait, and you know, I even noticed it with like TMZ, and that's like legitimate like channel and like s- like like TV channel like, and they're even putting out clickbait. It's not illegal to put clickbait out there, but you know, everyone does that. Once you get to that level, everyone does that from time to time. It's just how it is. I'm not saying that I didn't look that I didn't really watch or look into any of his channel or videos, JLR, to make that conclusion. I'm not talking about him or his channel. I'm talking about just, I mean, all different stuff, all different channels. It's just tons of clickbait, and I can tell that it's clickbait because a lot of it is just the same stuff recycled, and that they're like new developments. Oh, arrest made. There's been no arrest made. There's been nothing. There's been no news about it at all. And anyone that's saying otherwise, they're lying. They're just trying to get you to click on their video. Hairline check? What? Are you trying to get me to take my hat off to show my hairline? Is that what that means? Lick? Alec? I don't think the sun rises on. What do you mean, Sherry? Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. It's a nice day out. Welcome from Ohio, Alice. Thank you for being here, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are digging the vibe of this live, please hit subscribe. And double tap those screens to like this live stream. It's greatly appreciated. '85 in Indiana today. Wow. And I'm glad that was nice. In Ohio, it was a beautiful day today on the East Coast, right outside of Philly. That's where I am. Yeah. Yes, power animals. Yeah, there's one channel in particular that covers like true crime stuff, and I can't remember the name of it because there's just so many of them now. And most of them are BS. I'll be honest. There are some that are very, very legit and very, very good at what they do, but it's few and far between nowadays, in my opinion. I was actually sweating. Yeah, no, I haven't checked out JLR's full stuff. I haven't even clicked on a video yet. I just looked at his channel, looked at the description, and just kind of checked it out a little bit. He covers a lot of different stuff. It looks like a lot of different stuff. It doesn't just do true crime stuff and missing people. He does a lot of other stuff, which I can't really say on here because, geez, man, we are in trouble with censorship. I mean, it's getting to be like, what? What can I say? So guys, how are you? Good, okay, I'm good too. I really can't stand, even though these are not clickbait, but the ones that are like, to expose his deep secret. And it's like, stuff that like, I don't want to be hearing and watching. Mostly on eWoo. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. This is disgusting. I think I keep getting noticed in everybody's live stream when I say hi. They notice me super quick. Cool. I mean, we notice everybody that come in here. That's for sure. And my moderators for sure, always. I got the best moderators in town. Yeah, I did watch it. Yeah, I knew exactly what it was right away. How did that guy like not know that that's what they were doing? That's what I don't. I feel like it was either all planned out, because they do that like on radio stations and stuff like that. That they like the whole thing's an act for the listeners. That's kind of what it seemed like to me. Because like, how would he not know that they're messing with him? It first like they were definitely sound effects. That was for sure. I mean, it was funny, but like, I thought they were gonna go somewhere different with it, but they just kept going with the breaking stuff thing, and then people laughing in the background, and I'm like, dude, you guys could definitely make this a lot funnier though. I'm pretty sure that whole thing was like fake and staged. But still funny. They do that a lot, especially with radio stations. Which I find to be stupid, because it's like, if it's all fake, well, it's not really that funny then. But he's like, oh, like, your wife set you up because you were saying that like you didn't really feel comfortable with movers being at your house alone. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that either. I don't even know who you are. You're strangers to me and you're in my house moving my stuff all around. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that either. And then now you're like calling me and be like, oh, psh, psh. I'd be like, yo, whatever you break, you buy, dude. Just click. I feel like we could get someone better than that. Did we freeze again? Hold on. We might have froze again. He was already nervous about it, so it makes sense. No, yeah, at first. Well, I get it. I see what you're saying. At first, though, like you like they did it multiple times. You would think that like you'd catch on it at least. I know I would. I'd be like, you guys are just effing with me. But ha ha ha, it's funny. The puppets were good that you sent me. That was funny. I've never seen those before. Yeah, you can't say that here. Can't talk about that G word. That 3-letter G word. I gotta look out for today, man. It's must be like a full moon or something. Yeah, they were. Somebody sparked like conversation on the other one last night of their because of their name. Um, it was like, man, I hope I don't get in trouble for any of this stuff. If I do, whatever. This is not monetized, so um, it was OJ didn't do it or something like that. And I like smirked at first because it's such a random, name to have, like on social media. And it's like you don't have a name like that if you don't want to start conversation up. You know what I'm saying? And right away, when I saw the name, I was like, OJ absolutely did it. Like, pretty much no doubt in my mind. Hello, power animals. I'm showing one in the room, dang. I don't even really pay attention. I don't even really pay attention to that much anymore, which is kind of rewarding for me. It's kind of like freeing. I do. Feel it. Who thinks OJ did it? If you think OJ did it, just type did it. If you don't think that OJ did it, type didn't do it. I just want to see what that was. How did I know that that person was like, some people try way too hard. Another one bites and dust that. What do you mean he joined TT like before he passed, and you were getting? It's so, oh gosh, it's so frustrating to have to like watch what you say. Like, obviously, like, I'm not like cursing and stuff like that, and I'm not like. Oh my gosh, dude. Yo, is it a full moon tonight? Yo, power animals. Thank you, Sherry. Power animals, you can let loose, dude. I just like, I just can't, I just can't believe that he was like found not guilty. But the reality is like, with our legal system, our justice system, it's like I thought about this like long and hard. I'm like, it's like what you can prove and what you can't prove, right? And if you have a legal team, in this case a legal team, a top-notch legal team that costs quite a bit of money, they can manipulate, and not manipulate, but like they can twist things, and they can like, well, hearsay. You know what I'm saying? They know, they know the law like the back of their hands. That's what they do. So they can, you know, take things wherever they want to. And that's in any case. And like it's what you can prove when it comes to the law, when it comes to the justice system, and in court and the trials. It's what you can prove. But so um, what's it called? Your gut feeling, your intuition, and being able to read people. That's not anywhere close to being enough. Or just like simple like a motive, like an obvious motive on why they would commit that crime in the first place, which he definitely had. And he obviously had major anger issues, and there was plenty of proof of that leading up to the event. I don't think anybody thought it was going to go to that level, but then again, no one ever does, usually. And who else did? Who else would have done that? And for what reason? Just out on that night and, that person, that person. Oh, celebrity. No. No. I think there was don't I think it was. I think it was kind of obvious power animals as well. Like, but it's what you can prove in court. And the prosecution screwed up big time. Like, they had multiple screw ups. Maria, welcome back. How are you? And they failed that family. Both families. Got you, Sherry. Yeah. I'm doing well. How are you? The thing is people can, someone like that, like O.J. Simpson was, and it's very similar to like how, well, very similar to how Aaron Hernandez was, in a sense. Except I don't think it was towards women, his violence. It was towards men, other men. OJ obviously had major power and control issues, and like, I mean, past like allegations and stuff like that against them that were all documented. And I think it was pretty obvious that it was, I mean, jealousy on a like crazy scale. Yeah. That's what I'm like, the whole thing with OJ Simpson, like, yeah, Kardashians. Yeah. And it's like, then he like the Bronco speeding down the highway, and be careful what you guys say, by the way. Just be mindful, please. Um, I know you guys are really good, but just be careful what you say. I have to as well. But like, why did he do that? I guess that was for attention. Most likely that was for attention. And it was like, think about that. Now the whole country, if not some of the world, if not most of the world, now everyone's paying attention to you. You have everyone's attention. It's woe is you. Now you're the victim. Apparently. It was definitely a DV case. No doubt about it. Times like 1,000. Oh, you're good, Sherry. And everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're chatting about the O.J. Simpson case. I this bothers me. Julie, welcome. Oh, Lordy OJ. Yeah, it's just like, when did this case happen? What? I feel like it's so rare to, unless you're a lot younger, Maria, which that could be the case. Uh, I don't know the exact date. I'd have to get out of this live stream, and I'd rather not do that because I don't have the laptop with me tonight. Um, it was in the 90s. I know that. It was in the 1990s. The glove didn't fit. Yeah, that was a huge mistake on the prosecution's part. I mean, huge mistake. Because everyone knows, well, most people know that when a leather glove gets wet, like saturated, which in that case was with, you know, um, red stuff, and I'm sure other stuff, it shrinks. It shrinks, especially if it's been left out, which it seemed like it was. So, and you have O.J. Simpson's huge hands. I mean, the guy was a football star. He's huge. Huge hands, I'm sure. I don't know that, like, personally, but I could imagine that he has gigantic hands. Like, and he wasn't even, he was barely trying to put it on. He was like, it's like, dude, he sold it. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Julie. Yeah, that, you know, driving down the highway with the Bronco. Gotcha, Maria. 30 years ago. Thank you, Julie. Thank you for that. Wow, 30 years ago. Holy crap. Yeah, so I was 10. I was 10 years old when this happened. So I mostly, like, you know, watch stuff. I remember the Bronco thing. I do. I didn't really know what was going on. Frankly, I didn't care. I didn't. Um, Thank you, Power Animals. Thank you, Sherry. Another one, Bass and Dusta. Crazy, crazy case. Oh, Maria's saying dang now. Dang. Yeah, the glove didn't fit. I was going to bring that up. Hopefully you're okay, Sherry. I hope you're not getting triggered. If you're anyone's getting triggered, we can stop talking about this. My son is 30 years old and watched the trial. I don't think I watched the trial. I did. I remember bits and pieces. You know, it's foggy. It's very foggy. My dad and my stepmom, they didn't like, they don't, and rightfully so, they didn't really want to expose us to that kind of stuff. But I think I don't know. It's really vague. I don't really remember. I know that when the verdict was read, like, it was a huge thing. I mean, a huge thing. It was downright terrifying. It was, like, really terrifying what happened. And I mean, whoever committed those crimes, that crime and those crimes together, you want to talk about deranged and severely, like deranged and rageful and hateful. I mean, Holy moly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah. The judge's name. Yes, Julie. Everybody go check out Julie's channel, by the way. Please subscribe if you're digging what she's throwing down. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, I don't remember. I think I watched it all after the fact. Um, did you guys hear about? Oh man, moving on from OJ. There was nothing. I had nothing to really talk about on this live stream, so I just appreciate all you guys being here. You've been on one of her lives before. Nice. I think I was there. I was in one of your lives a long time ago, Julie. Modesto, California. Modesto? Sounds familiar. I don't. Give me a clue. Let's see if I can get this. Give me a slight clue. Scott Peterson. Ah. Connor. Connor? Wow. That's a huge one. That is a huge case. Scott Peterson, Lacey Peterson. Yeah. The unborn baby. Right? What do you guys think? You guys, I mean, if those of you that are familiar with the case, Lacey Peterson and Scott Peterson case, do you think Scott Peterson did it? I did it first. I did it first. Not really, but I really believe evil should be punished. Oh, you guilty AF. All right. Oh, you are so smart. Well, thank you. You're smart too. Yeah, I'm not so sure about him being guilty as AF at this point. I'm not saying, I'm like on the fence at this point. I'm on the fence. I don't think we're ever going to find out though. And that's bizarre to me. You would think that, like, if you really were innocent, you would be doing everything that you possibly can to have your legal team and have people like go get the bad guys, potentially. Wait, are you JD Vance? Yeah, that definitely makes me lean towards him being guilty. Yeah. Oh, he definitely did. He definitely did. He does look guilty as, yeah. No, this case was. I mean, this case was solved. This particular one that we're talking about, Maria. It was solved. I mean, Scott Peterson's in jail for the rest of his life. He's not. He's not going to get out of prison. Um, I'll just say I've watched and heard and read some things that create some reasonable doubt, but I think that they got it right. I'll say that overall. And we'll just leave it at that. Sonic, what up? Thanks for joining again. How are you, my friend? Hey, better late than never. You're not late. I've only been live for 36 minutes. You're right on time, dog. Welcome. Yeah. I really don't. I forget a lot of it, but yeah. And not to mention, he didn't even look. Scott Peterson didn't even like help look for her. That's not a good look at all. All right. Thanks for joining, Sonic. Take care. Please double tap your screen, folks, to like this live stream. That's a great case drop there, Julie. Thank you for bringing that one up. I don't know about that one. The one that I was going to bring up. Oh, this one's like really new. It's really fresh. Very fresh. I just learned about it. I really cannot remember. Let me just hang on 1 second. All right. Kelsey Fitzsimmons. This case it's a Kelsey Fitzsimmons in Boston, Massachusetts. That's a heck of a name, Julie. I'm back, folks. I think I actually have heard of the Hello Kitty plush case. I have, Maria. Very vaguely, but did you guys hear about the, oh my God, Fitzpatrick, Kelsey Fitzpatrick, what I just said? It's pretty new. It's out of Boston, Massachusetts. The whole thing is just, I just can't even believe that it all happened, let alone like, oh my gosh. No. So like, the situation is, so, hold on. Kelsey Fitzpatrick, was a police officer, and she had a baby with her husband at the time. I think his name was Justin, I believe. He was a fireman for the same area that she was a police officer in, and after she had her son, I believe, she postpartum depression, and then she was trying to work all through that and take care of the new baby, and she was also trying to get back to work as a police officer, so she had to go over her certifications again and just do some things that she had to she had to get back to work and everything eventually, and she was trying to square everything away, and Power Animals, extremely attractive woman, by the way. She is hot, capital H-O-T, brother man. Anyway, I knew Power Animals was going to love that and was going to probably ask it anyway. So might as well get it out of the way right now. And her husband, had issues like drinking and like verbal shenanigans and other stuff leading up to all of this, and was basically telling her that, and his sister was heavily involved, and she was, oh my gosh, capital B, and obviously hated Kelsey. And I think he grew to hate her too. And they went on this like family trip, and it was a disaster, to say the least. A disaster. They started, like, everyone was brawling, and it just got out of hand real quick because drinking was involved. And she, keep in mind, she's dealing with this postpartum depression, which is some serious stuff to be going through and trying to work through. Am I still on, guys? If you guys just can just say yes, that'd be greatly appreciated. Just so I know it didn't freeze again. And thank you very much. Thank you. Justin, the husband, basically says, "Oh no, I want to work on our relationship. I want to work on things like, let's talk, let's get together, let's try to," because he was staying at like his sister's house or family's house or friend's house, something like that. And she's like, okay, thinking that they're going to meet up, with the baby and everything. That was the plan. And she basically drives past like her friend's house or whatever, sees all their cars there, his sister's car, her bridesmaid and stuff, him, Justin, her husband, all at this house, and they're supposed to be meeting up. So she goes home to her home, has the baby, and she, like, there's security footage, they have security cameras inside, and she goes in, and then the next thing you know, the police, because Justin he calls the police, and they filed a restraining order against her without her even knowing. And the police, which are Kelsey's co-workers, come to her home unexpectedly to take her baby away from her because of Justin, and allow Justin and his sister to show up there without, no one really knowing. The one officer said it was fine, which, whatever. Takes the baby, they're taking the baby away from her. So, she's going through postpartum depression. It's a bad situation. So it gets way out of control. So then they're like, where are all your pals in your house? She's like, in a safe in the basement. She lied. They were actually upstairs in the bedroom. And the one police officer, with which her coworker, very close coworker, that she's like, they had a lot of experiences together on the force, to say the least. He's like keeping an eye on her as she's like packing the baby stuff or whatever. And then she reaches in the safe and she gets a pow and basically tries to unalive herself. And it doesn't go off. But the officer sees that and decides that he has to take action, and his action with his pow misses, and then the other one connects. Chest. Like, it was bad. She was on the brink. Like, close. And chaos ensues. Now, a lot of this is on camera, by the way. Oh, and Kelsey's mom comes to the house as well, because Kelsey calls her. So her mom is coming to the door, and all this chaos erupts. Her mom is beside herself, obviously, downstairs. They're not letting her go up there. Justin and his sister, they go running out of the house. And obviously paramedics get called, all this stuff. She's on the floor. It's not looking good. They saved her life, though, thank God. But it was close. Keep in mind, postpartum depression. You know? She's not thinking clearly, obviously. And that's a whole different thing that maybe I'll get into after this. But, so, pure chaos. And the baby's downstairs. The baby gets taken away. So she loses her baby. She loses her job. Loses all her pals, all her certifications. Almost loses her life. All because her husband at the time decides that he wants to file a restraining order against her with absolutely no evidence on any of the stuff that he claimed and that they said about her. But then again, look at the situation that she basically caused by reaching for the safe. And thank you, Power Animals. Thank you for the 100. Appreciate that, bud. Reaching for the safe and everything. And that the chaos ensues because of her actions in that moment. And then so she's in the hospital, she's recovering. For whatever reason, mind you, her husband Justin's the one with the drinking problem. Kelsey is ordered by the court to do a breathalyzer to make sure she's not consuming any alcohol. She's literally in the hospital, like she had a partially collapsed lung. She was in bad shape. And they court ordered her by the judge that to breathe in this thing, which she has a partially collapsed lung. So the court was trying to say, like, she can't really do that. Is there other means of, like, you know, urine tests and blood tests, all this different stuff that we could use? The judge would not allow it. She's like, she can't do it. They're like, she's got a partially, even the prosecution was like, we will allow it, and we understand that Miss whatever her name is, Fitzsimmons, her injury or whatever, it was all legit. The judge was like, no. She was so nasty. She got thrown off the case. The judge got thrown off the case. I've never even heard of that. I've never even heard of that. Because she was obviously biased for the police officer that she's trying to defend. So there's that whole thing. And mind you, Justin and all his goons, his paramedic and fire goons, the ones that just helped save Kelsey's life earlier, they decide they're going to go back to her home. It's her home, by the way. It's in her name. They break into the house. It's all on camera. They take her laptop. They delete security footage. He stole money from her. All this stuff. And absolutely nothing happens to him at all. Insane. I've never heard of anything like that. What in the world? That poor woman. And she just wants to be with her baby. She wants to be with her son. Oh, completely, to say the least. But people like that, they just shouldn't be able to get away with stuff like that. That's the justice system has to step in and, as far as the police officer, I mean, he shouldn't have done what he did. I think he panicked. I don't think he meant to do what he did, per se. I think he panicked. The cop was saying, by the way, the police officer was saying that she pointed her pal at him. And she's like, no, I didn't. Pointing it at myself. There's a huge difference there. So this whole thing, definitely, Sherry. And then some. They were trying to connect it. They were trying to connect everything, and they're just like, we're just gonna let her go. We're just gonna let. I've never even heard. Like the judge was like, let go off the case, because Fitzsimmons, she wasn't going to have a fair trial, clearly. I love the pow pow thing. Pow pow. Pow pow. Yeah, so that was that case. Nothing morbid stuff for the night. Sorry, with the cases that you guys, it's just bizarre, crazy, nuts. People are nuts, man. To say the least. Pew 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 pew. And it's in Big Bang Theory when she's like when Bernadette is learning how to play the game on the laptop, and she's like pew pew to Sheldon. The moral of the story, though, Power Animals, Kelsey Fitzsimmons is hot. She seems like such a sweetheart, man. She does. She seems like such a sweetheart. I mean, everyone around her, except for her mom and her actual, like, blood family members. Like, thank God for them, I guess, for her, right? Or else there would have been nobody standing up and seeing, her side or whatever. All the charges were dropped against her, I'm pretty sure. But no charges were brought on Justin at all. Like, what? You're dang right the charges should be dropped off her. They arrested her, Kelsey, by the way. They arrested her. While she's in her hospital bed, they put her under arrest because of the story that the police officer said, that she pointed the pow-pow at him. So she's under arrest for that. So, but they dropped the charges. I was born at night, not last night. Yeah, I mean, I just hope that she's okay. I'll be her shoulder to cry on. I'm kidding, but seriously, I would. Like I said, she does seem like a sweetheart. She really does seem like a genuine, sweet person. And it's like, it's horrible that something like all that stuff has happened to someone. It's like, hello, Kelsey Fitzsimmons. She's a police officer? Meow. I am breaking the law. Yeah. She can arrest me any day. I'm taking you into custody. Okay. Sounds good to me. Anyway. Anyway. Also, I want to just, I know I said it earlier, but Sherry, good luck tomorrow, by the way. Hopefully you don't have to, I'm sure you have to get up early for it, but best of luck on your surgery. I'm sure you're going to do fine. Some guy has his clothes in the dryer, so I have to wait. That's annoying. You have to share a washer and dryer with other peeps. You're welcome. Yeah, when I used to live in an apartment complex, I usually have my designated times where like I would do it where there wasn't that many people. It was like a separate like it's hard to describe. It was an apartment complex, but they weren't high up, so there wasn't that many people in one little area, and each little area had, I think there was like 6 apartments in each little thing that would share the washer and dryer, and there was multiple washers and dryers in the each room. So that was good, but sometimes one person can take up like 2, 3 machines at one time, and it's like, okay, guess I ain't doing my laundry right now. But I would usually do it, so because I worked in, obviously I was working in retail at the time and CVS still, and so I would have weekdays off, and I would take advantage of that, and I would get up, and when most people are at work, I'm off that weekday. That's when I would do all my laundry because there's nobody there, and I could just knock it all out within like less than 2 hours. Ooh, I'm hungry again. What are we at charge-wise? How are we only at 61%? Come on, dude, with this phone. Ugh. It's been plugged in for like an hour now. The live streams just drain this battery. Whatever. Chicken Shack. Please do tell more. What's that? Is it just chicken, or what's the deal with Chicken Shack, bro? Tell us more. Is it fried chicken? We had a huge, long food conversation today, that's for sure. Yes, definitely share. For sure. It's fried chicken? Nice. Nice. They have other stuff there? Like, is it like they have sides and stuff? I'll email you some. I don't want to spend any money on another charger, that's for sure. I got 2 of them already. But honestly, it wouldn't even do anything because, ultimately it's the phone that needs to be, the battery in the phone that needs to be replaced in the phone. So that's the main issue. And, it just doesn't really charge. It charges up super slow as I'm live streaming. Like, I mean super slow, like 1% charge like every like half hour, maybe 20 minutes, which is just crazy. You can get fries or potatoes. Nice. Earthquake. Hi, puppy girl. Hi, puppy girl. She's like, nah. She didn't want to go. Pepperoni. Oh. Come on, puppy. You can do it. You can get it. There you go, girl. Potatoes, please. plane. They really changed the flight patterns like crazy around here. I mean, earlier there was just plane after plane coming in for landings. It was wild, and them taking off like normal, but like, and usually Sunday evenings are it tones the air traffic tones down. Yeah, I think it's another clear night though. Another clear night. It's nice out. It's definitely chilly though. It's chilly. I'm just trying to. I wish I didn't get. I didn't mean to get this this type of microphone. To the connector, like, so the one that I used to have, it was just like this, and this opening right here, which this has one, but it's not from, doesn't fit my charger. You could put that in and then, put the microphone on, turn it on, and then you can still plug your phone in the charge right on the side. But this one doesn't do that because you need this adapter like this for it to plug into my phone and still charge. That sucks. I wish I would have known that. Go Sharks, boo Flyers, boo. All right. You think the Sharks are going to make it in? I don't think the Sharks are going to make it in. I don't think they're going to make it in the playoffs. Flyers are in a playoff position right now, just to let you know. Yeah, this Macklin Celebrini. Dun 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 dun. The Flyers are not my favorite team. The Colorado Avalanche are my favorite team. Flyers are a close second. Just to put that out there. But I'm super pumped that hopefully the Flyers can stay in a playoff position. Knock on wood. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, you need more than just Macklin Celebrini though. That's for sure. I love Pavelski. Yeah, I liked Thornton. I loved Pavelski, even though he went to the Dallas Stars. Ugh, can't stand the Stars. But yeah, I was digging Pavelski. Avs are looking unstoppable, but I'm just really worried about injuries with them. So much so, they're freaking Jared Bednar, their head coach for the Avalanche, got hurt last night. A puck hit him right in the side of the head, in the face. He's not going to be on the bench for the next 2 games for the Avalanche. He got that hurt. I've never even heard of that even happening. The Avalanche and their not to mention their captain, so injury prone to say the least. Makar's out hurt. Oh jeez. I just hope that they can stay healthy enough. That's the main thing I'm worried about. If they can stay healthy enough, they can not only go to the Stanley Cup final but win the whole thing again. They just got to stay healthy enough. Why Colorado? For me, I've always loved the Colorado Avalanche. Joe Sakic and Peter Forsberg were my all-time favorite hockey players, and now Cal McCarr, Nathan McKinnon, Gabe Landeskog. I just love them. I've always loved the Avalanche. I don't know why. Yeah, hot goaltending matters so much in hockey, especially in the playoffs. I agree 1000%. Goaltending is everything. I mean, not everything, but it's most things. You have to have a solid, at least one solid goaltender to be able to get you through the playoffs. And, a reliable backup is important too. The Avalanche, they have that. But both Avalanche goaltenders right now, Scott Wedgwood and Blackwood, Mackenzie Blackwood, they don't have a lot of playoff experience, either one of them. I'm talking like 3-4 playoff games each, something like that. So that's going to be interesting too. They have a great team in front of them, defensively and offensively. So hopefully they'll do all right, but you just never know. You just never know. Yeah, goaltending's so very important. Thank you all for being here, by the way. And Brent Burns is on the Avalanche. So come on, man. You got to cheer for your old boy. Brent Burns. Brent Burns really, I mean, if anyone deserves to hoist that Stanley Cup up above his head, it's Brent Burns. He just played his 1,000th consecutive NHL game in a row. He's 40 years old. Bravo, sir. Brent Burns is still playing. Yeah, he's on the Avalanche. He's still awesome. I mean, he is. He's still awesome. He just played his 1,000th consecutive NHL game in a row. That's a huge thing. I mean, to be that old in the NHL and to play, I mean, he hasn't gotten hurt. Knock on wood. The dude just doesn't get hurt. He just plays nonstop. Dang. Why do people want me to take my hat off? No. I'm not like a puppeteer. I'm not like a puppet. No. No. No, I don't just like do what people ask me to do. It's not. No. Plus, why does that matter? I don't care if they don't like the team. Go Flyers, baby. Love you, buddy, please. No, I love you. Stop asking, no. Oh, I like Marleau too. I do like it. I do like him as well, by the way. And it's wild to me that they because the Sharks had I can't think Marleau, Thornton, Pavelski, Brent Burns, like in his big time prime. I mean, freaking awesome. I mean, really awesome. Still is. Very underrated, I think, at this point. That's just my opinion. And they had someone else that was pretty good on there. Not the best goaltending, but I was surprised that they didn't do more damage. Creepy. Yeah, he was in the Leafs, that's right. Yeah, Thornton, Pavelski, all those guys, they all deserve to win a Stanley Cup. Logan Couture, thank you. Yes. Logan Couture. Did he ever win a cup? Logan Couture? Yeah, the Sharks in that time period, they were looking really good. They really were. They were solid. They'll get back to that eventually. Every team goes through like the Flyers. I mean, they're still in rebuild mode. At least they're like in playoff contention at this point. I mean, that's a huge improvement. They had to retire. That's a bummer. So again, Brent Burns, like from that group, I'd love to. And Brent Burns has been on the Hurricanes for so many seasons before all this, being with the Avs, and he didn't win with them either. Poor guy. I mean, because the Hurricanes they've been good. They've been good for a long time now, and they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't get all the way. And I mean that Brent Burns decided to go with the Avalanche, and I mean the Avalanche are sick. I mean it was a great move. I just hope the Avalanche can do it in general, especially for Brent Burns. I really really do, and that's very similar to Mr. Raymond Bourque, that won with the Avalanche finally. 40 years old, same thing. Yeah, that's true. His injury, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Hockey's a tough sport, and it's a grueling sport. You know, uh, what's going on with the Avalanche's captain. I mean, his injury that after they won the Stanley Cup in 2022. I mean, he got a devastating injury to his knee. He got his whole knee replaced and rebuilt and everything. It took him three whole years to come back. 3 seasons he didn't even play. The Avalanche were so patient with him. Clothes and dryer, nice. And he's back this season, and look at them. Look at them now. Macklin Celebrini. Casper, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you? Macklin Celebrini. First of all, that's a heck of a name. And second of all, he's awesome. He is awesome. And the Sharks can absolutely build a team around him. But you and I both know that defense wins championships, especially Dumpster Fire Show. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Crosley, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you? Defense is what you need the most in the NHL and hockey in general. Goaltending is the biggest, I'd say. And then defensemen that can also like play great defense and score, which the Avalanche have it in abundance. They have that in abundance. That Malinsky guy is looking great for the Avalanche. Malinsky looks great, and obviously Cale Makar is just a stud. he's my favorite hockey player. I mean, he's so freaking good. That coughs the puck up randomly out of nowhere and like horribly sometimes, which is very frustrating. He does, but it's rare. Like when he did it when he played for Canada, just in the Olympics, he coughed up the puck in their zone, and then USA, which go USA, took it right off him, and then they scored in overtime. That's what I'm talking about with Cale Makar. Sometimes he just gives the puck up, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? Hello, everyone. What are we at? 66%. Be right back. I'm gonna get a refill. I could talk hockey for hours, man. I really could. Hang on, folks. Yeah, it's true. You thought Connor was trying to do a bit too much? Oh, Connor McDavid? Yeah, Casper. Sorry about that. It's my phone. Sorry about that. I can switch back over to the microphone. Should be better now. I know, man. I know, and I listen. I like Connor McDavid's awesome. I have nothing really against the guy at all. But you know, you know, hockey is a team sport. So that they keep like Connor McDavid's lost back to back Stanley Cup finals. He didn't lose back to back. The team, his team lost, and his team lost back to back Stanley Cup finals because they couldn't figure out the Panthers, and they didn't have good goaltending. They didn't even have decent goaltending. Skinner sucks. He sucks. And again, like we just said, you can't go all the way through and win the Stanley Cup final without a good goaltender. You can't. And that's what it was about more than anything. Now, I know that they couldn't score in clutch games, but it's like still, it's still the total package. It's a team effort. Any other time, McDavid's lighting it up, him and Draisaitl. No, no, it's listen, everyone makes mistakes. It's all good. Yeah, it's on my phone. That noise has always been with my phone. This phone is a piece of crap, guys. I need to get a new phone, but I just don't have the money for it right now. I really don't. I have got a lot going on right now. I'll be honest with you guys. I really don't want to get into all that. It's been really tough, and not having a car now. I just don't want to get into it, but it's been really, really tough. I'm very stressed out. That's why these live streams are. I love like hanging out and talking with all you guys. I appreciate that, Ball. Go Avalanche. Go Flyers. The Flyers, if they do make the playoffs, let's be real, they're not even going to get past the first round. That being said, it'd be great to see them actually make the playoffs. Avalanche, Brent Burns, baby. Burns. You got to still feel some love for Brent Burns. I'm getting chilly. It's only it feels so much later. It's only 9:20. Yeah, step at least in the right direction. Yeah. Yep. Agreed. He'd rather lose and get a higher draft pick. That's the beauty of drafting and development. You know, development's really, really important. It's an art form. The key is, I think, is developing a goaltender, which that would be just like falling on your lap. It's like, all right, every hockey team's dream. Carter Hart looked good against the Avs last night. That's for sure. For Vegas, can't stand Vegas. Man, I might move inside. I'm getting chilly, man. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on. Let's move inside. Let's move inside. I'm getting pretty chilly, guys. I'm gonna have to move this inside. We'll do it. We'll do it like in waves here. I don't want to like. Man, it's I'm getting cold. All right, let's just bear with me here. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Man, turn that off. Turn that off. Put these inside. I can clean up the rest of this. I just need this light. Grab this light. Let's just put this, slide that back. Grab that. Grab that. Okay. Dang. Oh boy. All right. So what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to chat about? Oh shoot. Oh man. Freaking. Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. Oh boy, you gotta be kidding me. Where did that charger go? Here it is. Not charger. It's a plug. And I got that. Okay. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, man. I don't think there's any hockey on tonight. It's a bit of a bummer. It's a bit of a bummer. Just a tad. Oh. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. All right. It was getting too chilly out there. Yeah, they win a cup being the newest team. What does that mean? Paul? Why will he no longer run for governor? Why is the lighting weird? There it goes. What is my phone doing? Why is my phone being so freaking weird? This phone's whacked, man. It really is. I get all kinds of notifications just saying one. Yeah, they won a cup being the newest team. I don't remember who we were talking about. I don't remember who we were talking about. What team? The Golden Knights? The Golden Knights didn't win a cup, did they? I don't think the Golden did. Did the Golden Knights? No, I can't stand them. That's what I thought you were talking about. I did. I didn't realize that they actually won a cup. But yeah, probably just blanked it out. I probably just blanked it out. That's right. They did. You're right. They did because they had Aiden Hill, which I'd never even heard of before as a goaltender. I'm like, who is Aiden Hill? And then he stinks anymore for them. They had to get Carter Hart. That criminal. Should have been a Flyer. I gotta go to the bathroom. What do you guys want to talk about next? We'll get off of sports. Or this is not a big sports thing. It's great for me to talk sports with anybody here, let alone hockey. Oop, that's not gonna work. We'll just have to hold off on that. 1, 2. I've never heard that before. 1. I was like, at first I was like, what do you mean 1, 2, or 3? That makes sense. Number 1. If it was number 2, I would. And aren't they usually combined? I'm just saying. Usually, that's disgusting, but 'tis true. I want to check some hockey scores. Hold on, folks. Brian, right back. Yes. The Capitals won, which is a bummer. I knew the Capitals are not going to go away. They won again against the Penguins today. I knew that was going to happen. They won 2 games in a row. They're like right behind the Flyers. But the Islanders lost, which is awesome, and the Blue Jackets lost. So that's huge for the Flyers. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, we can't have any of the foul language. Luckily, I mean, it's not monetized right now, but I'm eventually going to monetize it, so we have to be careful with that. Let's delete that one too. I mean, it's not the way you're using it in the context. I mean, I get it. We're all adults here, but YouTube doesn't get that. Appreciate it. What other cases do you guys want to bring up? What other cases can we talk about? Let me go. Here it is. We might have to make something else to eat. Something quick. But I made some English muffin pizzas earlier. Let's close this up too while we're at it. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back, folks. Thank you for hanging out. Pull this whole thing closer. There we go. I'm sorry to hear that, Dumpster. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you? Ben Keaton? Yeah, I've never heard of him, but rest in peace, Ben Keaton. You do get all kinds of alerts. um, I don't know, man. I'm just in like true crime mode. Either that or like spooky stories. I know like I'm sounding funny, but I'm like actually being serious. I know the majority of you guys don't really like scary stuff. Trying to get this like, oh yeah, like that. How do we get it to stay like that? Jam man, there we go. That'll work. Yeah, no, it didn't. Goosebumps. Glad to have you here. I hope your night gets better, my friend. The Karen Reed case. Yo, I feel like we just became best friends there, Ball. I used to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark all the time. Yeah, yeah, it I hear you. It it does weigh on you like on your like psyche if you let it and if you consume too much of it. I agree. But I think the biggest thing is like how many endless true crime stories there are out there. I mean, it like yeah, the first 48 Gangland. Yeah. Yeah, the first 48's okay. I like 48 hours episodes. It's not the first 48. It's 48 hours. It's called. Great great YouTube channel. I don't know what else it is, but I mean, their videos they do a great job. Um, there's tons of things that I watch, channels that I watch and stuff like that, but um, it's just, it's just I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. It's just really I hear you, dumpster. I'm sorry that's happening for you. It's horrible. But I know what you mean about your friends and that you find out your friends aren't your friends and it's tough. It's tough, you know, having a diagnosis of autism or not. It's just tough. Very emotional. And yeah, I was just about to, you always have friends here. Yep. Very true. Well said, Sherry. And I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough to open up to us here. Virtue hug, dumpster. Love that, Ball. It's great, like, when you start hanging out and you just start talking to others and, like, ball, for instance, like, you came in, you're like, "Go Sharks, boo Flyers, boo." You know what I mean? And it's like, look, we're sitting here, like, chatting, we're still talking, we're not even talking about hockey anymore at this point, which it was a great conversation, by the way, but then we can continue it at some point, you know, on future live streams, but it's great that, that's my icebreaker. It was a good icebreaker. It was a great icebreaker. I think we lost Power Animals a long time ago. I just went down the dark alleys of YouTube. What dark alleys did you go down, Julie? I mean, I've done that plenty of times. Excellent. There are some, like, absolutely phenomenal YouTube channels out there that, like, cover all different array of stuff, but ew, no, I would never tune into any of the pimple ugh, that's disgusting. It's on TV, it's like, ew, why the heck would I wanna watch that? But hey, to each their own. Scroll, I have to scrub my eyes now. Heck no, no pimple popping here, yo. But like I said, to each their own. That's freaking horrible. That anybody would be that way, Dumpster. That's absolutely horrible. And those are people that you definitely do not want to surround yourself with at all. That's horrible. And don't say that you're not attractive. That like I mean, like, I don't know. That's horrible. No, it's fine. You're just getting out your feelings. That's all. It's okay. And I I don't know. I never know what to say here, but the thing is like I mean, I know it's touche, but like, and it's not touche. I meant to say cliche. It's touche. No, it's cliche to say, but like, it is what's on the inside that counts. Like I know that now, and I like live that, and I believe that wholeheartedly. But everyone, people have different tastes. People find other people attractive that others don't. That's what makes the what. So that's just it's horrible that those people are not your friends. That's for sure. And I will say this right now to you, Dumpster. Don't stop doing what you're doing on your channel. Keep putting stuff out there. Some people just act that way and be that way because either they're jealous or because they want to knock you down. I've had it happen to me plenty of times. and I'm gonna have it happen to me in the future. Some people just are nasty human beings, and they're so miserable themselves, they have to pick and bully on other people and don't tolerate it. Oh, that would be extremely hurtful. Hello, Maria. Welcome back. That would be extremely hurtful. Those people are not your friends. Those people are not even good human beings, in my opinion. And clearly, like, that's just beyond me that people are like, I mean, I believe it, that people are that horrible, but it's like, I say block them. Screw them. YouTube is your plain white canvas, and you paint whatever the frick you want on it, and keep posting it and keep doing it. If it makes you feel good, that's all that matters. Anyone else that has anything else to say about it, screw them. Ignore them or just block them. You have that power. Oh, they were in your house. Oh, I got you. Yeah, absolutely. You got to go. See ya. That's horrible. I don't know what would possess somebody to make fun of someone's painting or something like that. If you don't like something, you don't have to like it. But what one person doesn't like, another person will like or love. Don't surround yourself with those type of people. I've had past old friends make make fun of me to a certain extent about the bouncing stones thing often. Um, Jokes about my sexuality, uh, other stuff. I Those people are no longer in my life, and I'm better off without them. Yeah, what's up, Daniel? Welcome. Well, keep doing your art there, dumpster. Don't stop. Please don't stop. And thank you for being here. Daniel, what's up, dude? What's going on? Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it, man. Today was a pretty fun day, I have to say. Like it really was. Like I said, my neighbor came over and we played we played some washers. We we played some cornhole. Um, oh, thank you, dumpster. Glad that you enjoyed them. That was cute. Thank you, Daniel. Gold coin. Thank you for the gold coin, my friend. Yeah, washers. It's a game. It's like round washers like that, and you throw them in these like boxes. Boom, 1 point, and then if you get it in the middle, it's 3 points. A lot of fun. Daniel's in the house. My eyes just started to burn and got watery. Go get your pantaloons and your underoos. Sherry! Man, my eyes just started to like really burn and water. Man, I must have like, because I haven't washed my hands, I must have been touching my face. Holy crud. Out of nowhere, too. My nose. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's hard. It's fun. My neighbor, like, I don't think he remembered. Like, he said he doesn't remember playing last summer. It's spring and summer here, but I mean, we played it like, I mean, we didn't play it a lot, but we played it like, I want to say like 3, 4 times, maybe three. But all those times he was pretty intoxicated. But he usually remembers. I'm like, and then it came back to him, and then he was like throwing really good, and then we got competitive. And it was fun. Follow your nose. It's a fun game. I love playing like outdoor games and stuff, especially when it's that beautiful. Today was just absolutely beautiful out. It's so beautiful out today. This week it's going to be hot. It's supposed to get up to like 80 or 81 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow. 80 like mid 85ish Fahrenheit Tuesday, I think, maybe a little less. Then Wednesday and Thursday it's going to be like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So sounds like quarters without the booze hole. Nice. Goose eggs, nice. I will say this dumpster fire, the stone balances that like you recently saw me do, like that's really nothing compared to what I was doing before. I mean, I can do some. You guys have seen some of them. I mean, some of them are like I can get them like real tall, high up. I really wanted to do one of those today and yesterday, but it just was too windy. It was way too windy for that. When you're doing something like that, because it's, I know it sounds like I'm being over dramatic, but it's downright dangerous. I'm talking like taller than me, and they're rocks. So it's like, and then if they're it's swaying in the wind, trust me, man, it's like stressful. It can get a little stressful, but it can get dangerous because you don't want to be next to it. And I've had a couple accidents. Your pantaloons and your underoos weren't ready yet. I'm actually gonna turn this off. I'm tired of that bright light being in my face. Gets a bit old. There we go. Hopefully that's gonna have to do for now, guys. Sorry, not the best lighting, but I just don't want the bright lights in my face. Yeah, that's a great reminder, Sherry. May I ask what brought that up? I agree, 1000%. It's something that like is forgotten quite a bit. I've gotten better at it myself, but it's like you just forget that you're like, okay, this is a win. You know? Yeah, I agree. Well said. Very well said. Well, especially at night, like when it's dark, you know, my phone's being trippy. The lighting is. I don't know what is happening with my phone. Oh, I think I know. I know what it is. It's because it's not close enough. Dude, what is going on with this? I have no idea what's happening with my phone. It's never done that before. Amen. Yeah. Nice, Sherry. Meant to be done. Thank you, Daniel. I'll be honest, guys. I don't really have much more to say. I think I don't really have much more to say. Where else to go here? Um, it's getting late. It's like 10 o'clock my time. It's a Sunday night. I don't necessarily want to end this live stream, but I just don't know where else to go with this live stream. I'll be honest. I definitely don't. I'm not in the mood to play any games at this point. We did that yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I've gone live quite a bit. Um, I really don't know where to go. Where else to go with this live stream? 9 here too. Bored of us, huh? No, it's not that. It's just um, food. What do you mean 9 here? I don't have 9. I see 6. Uh, I didn't see them tonight, dude. I don't know. My phone's. It's being so weird. I don't know what's doing. Take care, Jamar. Freaking allergies just like really just started like coming out of nowhere. It happens sometimes. Ooh, that was a nice neck crack. Dang. Tournament of Champions. That's pretty good on the Food Network. They just over dramatize it so much. That's a bummer. Oh shoot, this is the new one. Oh, I forgot all about it. Dang it. Oh, his name's Bryan. You don't see that too often. Bryan. Yeah, that's so wild that you said that, Daniel. You just had some chicken yourself. Nice, dude. Was it delish? Dude, my depression has been like I didn't really want to bring it up. That was like what to- the main topic of this live stream was going to be was like me talking about like depression because it's just yeah, mine does too, and mine's been pretty bad lately. How do I handle it? I get on here and I talk to my friends. I talk to all of you. Oh no, we can't go. Four's in the house. What's up, Four? Thanks for joining. And Daniel joined. We can't end this live stream yet. Yeah, dude, that's like one of the worst things you can do. Especially I learned from my therapist and everything that self isolating. It's normal. It is normal. It's a normal thing to want to do that with depression is what I'm trying to say. But it's like makes things a lot worse. Thank you, Dumpster Fire Show, for the happy poop. Have a little help from my friends, exactly. And I appreciate that you brought that up, Daniel. Brave of you to do that. And yeah, mine will hit out of nowhere as well. Yeah, Sherry. It I don't, and mine's like just like I don't know, like shame in myself and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff all wrapped up into it. And yeah, I'll start to do that woe is me thing, but and that's the self isolation. At least that is for me, but it never works. Going out in nature helps if you can. I'll bounce stones if I can. I'll sit and mess around with the handpan. I'll jump on a live stream and I'll talk with my friends, all you fine folks. Oh, dude, Ball, thank you for still hanging out with us. By the way, no, I absolutely can't blame. I absolutely can't blame anyone with depression for self isolating. Depression just makes you like feel like this, and your world just gets smaller and smaller around you until it's to the point where like you're just you're alone, you're by yourself. It's like, now what? Now what do I do? I mean, you could you I, I'm saying as little as joining a live stream, like what Dumpster shared earlier was like that this that she stumbled upon this live stream. She's not having the best night, and it's great to come on this energy in this live stream and be around people that such as all of you fine folks, and that's not self isolating because at least you're conversing with people. Now you're through word, through like written word, but that's still something. Something's better than nothing, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it's a fun instrument to play. Glad you liked it. Yep. Yeah, I don't wanna get out of bed. That Yep, I don't wanna get out of bed, all that stuff. I mean, it's uh, don't want others to worry about me. Um, I don't know, maybe. I goes a lot deeper than that for me, I think. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, definitely don't blame the people that self-isolate, no way. Yeah, uh, I tend to, like, go to something that brings me joy, like, I also have unhealthy habits that accompany all of that stuff as well, but I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm sure a lot of us do, but I'm at least aware of them. Most of them, I'd say, but I also have, you know, healthy coping habits with depression and anxiety and stuff as well, and that's what Daniel's asking. It's like definitely like don't self isolate. Um, when you self isolate, you're not doing what? You're not sharing how you feel. When you're self isolating, you basically feel like no one else understands, no one else wants to hear anything. And what Ball was saying, like, you know, don't want others to worry about you. But sometimes just getting how you're feeling out, like Daniel, like you just did. So you right now, Daniel, you're doing the opposite of you're doing a great thing by sharing how you feel on this live stream with all of us, your friends, and like it's a safe place to do so, and that's that's a beautiful thing as far as I'm concerned. Bravo on that. That as far as I'm concerned, that's huge, and um, you feel bad if you make people worry. Um, yeah. I'm trying to think of the words for that though. You can't help how other people feel. I'm so happy to hear that, Daniel, and I know you do, man. You show it all the time too, by the way. Yeah, I'm definitely happy to meet all you guys as well. This is definitely this. It's so wild that you brought all that this up and like that you just joined because this is exactly what I was going to talk about earlier. But I don't know. I just was like, and I was like, I don't want people to worry. I guess that was the underlying thing. I'm like, I don't want people to have to like hear all this stuff. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate it. The clip reminder. Ah, yes, dumpster. I love that. Yeah, it's like, kicking someone when they're down. It's like that's like the worst thing you could possibly do. That's gonna make them feel way worse. I agree with you, Ball. I mean, I agree with what all of you guys are saying, honestly. Um, that's a huge, and that's why, like, that's why, like, we're careful who we're careful about who we allow into this community, and and to be sharing here and stuff, because these topics come up often, and that's what I want. And it's like, the thing is like, there is so many people out there that are going to judge. Like, look at what Dumpster was sharing earlier. I mean, it's just like, people just, that's just, I mean, empathy's out the window when you're talking about, like, that situation. Like, people, they said, like, it's insane. But it's like, um some people, if they're not experiencing themselves, or they never have, they don't understand. Some people are like that, and that's okay. But at least hear that person out and don't judge them. And you can learn from that person, right? And hear them out. But most people can't even do that. They don't even want to make time for it, or whatever. And it's like, that's why most of us are paying for therapists and stuff like that, and life coaches to listen to us, when, because we can't find our own family, friends, and coworkers to even listen to us. Yeah, emotional and mental health, definitely. Yeah, I agree, Baldwin too. I don't want to watch this. Very, very well said, everybody. I mean, I've been feeling horrible lately. I just, it's like, I don't want to really get into it fully now at this point, but, like, I just really have, and it's just like, been one thing after another, and, you know, things ain't going that great right now. But I have all you guys. I'm here right now, and we're all hanging out and talking, so that's great. Truth is, most people don't want to hear it, right? That, like, some people can't even pretend like they want, like, they're listening. It's like, you could at least pretend. Ratatouille's on. Ratatouille is a good movie. I like it. Right. I agree. I agree. And it's like, for me, it's like, it's nice having people, or a person, at least one person, to talk to and to open up to, at least, that you can trust. And it's hard to come by nowadays. So for me, I'm like, I want to start a community of people, like-minded, like-hearted people, that we can share these type of things and have these type of conversations, and support one another, and hear one another out, and at least validate each other while we're sharing exactly what we're doing right now in this moment. Which, this is not the first time. Obviously, we've done this plenty of times. I gotta take this hoodie off. No, you're us. Definitely a good way. she's that crazy. Just kidding. Man. Actually, I did this earlier. All right, let me turn this off because it's going to be distracting. I mean, honestly, like I was going to end the live stream and just pretty much go into my self pity and my like just like bubble again. And when I end this live stream, I'll most likely that's what I'll do. I mean, I'll dive into my phone. I'll be on YouTube. I'm going to be probably watching a whole bunch of videos until I fall asleep. And nope, haven't seen any new shows or movies. Ball. That's what we call samesies. Samesies dumpster fire. Samesies microphones. That's great that you have that healthy outlet of the gym. Yeah. Time to get a new therapist, Sherry. I'll probably listen to a bunch of prank calls. Hey, man, at least we're being honest with ourselves, right? We already know what we're going to do. You might do a live show doing I don't know what that is, but I don't even know how to say that. But that's awesome. You do you, girl. Yeah, that's great. Dude, don't do yourself with politics, man. Don't do it. Go with the prank calls. I do enjoy watching like with depression, like watching something that's funny. I know if Daniel, if you're still here. So like yesterday morning I just stumbled across fainting goats. I never even knew that that was a thing. I've heard the expression before, but I never knew it was legit. Like goats that because they genetically. I'm gonna start cracking up again. Genetically, like if they get startled or they scare them, they'll just lock up. All their muscles lock up, and they it looks like they faint. It's it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I don't know what that means. Cool. You've seen them in person? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, The Office. The Office is a great show. All right, Sherry. Yeah, I read from time to time. They're the goat. Awesome. Cool. I still don't really know what you're talking about, but that's awesome. I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't know what you're talking about. I have not seen this show. No. That's awesome that reading does that for you. Yeah, I'll read from time to time. I don't like read like made up like stories, but I'll read like real stuff. It's hard for me to describe, but yeah, I'm into that. True crime? Question mark. Why did you say that? Power animals. True crime? Question mark. Dude, I cannot get that song from the movie The Mask out of my head. And in the prime, but a band tonight. When they're all when Jim Carrey's character as the Mask is dancing with Cameron Diaz's character in the Coco Bongo, and then it's and they're doing like the whatever. It's just like I don't know the words per se, but I'm just like doing it in my head, just over and over and over again. I don't know why. I saw it the other day, and it just will not get him. I got a whistle in my nose. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I fell in love with Cameron Diaz in that movie as well. I think most guys did. Oh, you figured that's what I read. Yeah, I'm more of a visual person. I tend to like videos and like photos and stuff like that. But I do read like articles and stuff like that. Like I mean I have books. I read books for like factual stuff. It's weird, but I don't seek out like stories, like made up stories to read. I like visual more than anything. The weather's been beautiful out here. Ball. All right, dumpster. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending this live stream very shortly, folks. I am hungry again, and I definitely need to make something small to eat before I go to bed. And I'm starting to get a little sleepy. Exactly. That's the best way to describe it, Ball. Yeah, I don't read for leisure and fun. That's for sure. I'm if if and when I'm reading something, it's I'm getting something out of it. In fact, actually, Mama Duke's got a book that was like about a true crime thing that happened like locally in the area that I like grew up around, and it's like actually not that long of a book. And she's like, I'm not gonna read it. I just bought it because I knew the guy, whatever that wrote it. It was like one of the officers or whatever that was on the scene, and I'm like, I grabbed it, and I'm like, I'm truthfully not gonna read this, even though I love true crime stuff. I'm not gonna read this book, even though I probably would. I'd rather just watch a video on it. Go Sharks! Dun 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 dun. Thanks, Ballin. Take care. Yeah, I prefer listening or watching more than anything. I think that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. I think I'm gonna end the live stream here. It's been a great live stream. We've been live for 141 minutes now. It's been great. I'm pretty much live like 3 times this weekend. So thank you all for joining. Um, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. Um,
I appreciate it. I'm going to leave you guys with what I always leave you with. That is, of course, be kind to others, but most of all, be kind to yourselves. It's known as self compassion. Good night, everyone. Bye bye. And Sherry, best of luck tomorrow. We love you.